Hello everyone, this is Stefan from Lush and Salty Aquariums. Okay, you're looking at my bonsai tree nano tank, and oh my gosh, this tree is just going bonkers. What can I tell you? Look at that lush growth of Monte Carlo. Oh, it's a carpet on top of oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. So do I rip it apart? Because I can't see anything else in this tank. I've got a robust colony of cherry shrimp, some super happy pygmy hesperosas, a few snails here and there, but there's a school of tiny micro rasboras, and I mean, there's like 12 of them, and I never see any of them because they're just always in the rear or in betwixt and between. The hair grass, I gotta trim it. I gotta trim everything, to be honest with you. If only my hair grew like the faux hair on this tree, boy, I'd be in business. I'd go on Shark Tank. The hell with Lush and Salty. I'd do that kind of tank. I mean, are you crazy? But I love, like, look at how these little crypts are growing from the dragonstone beneath the tree. Such a great effect. But yet, I have another smaller bonsai tree, this is exactly what that looked like before I planted some of that on top of this, which became that. I could pull this out, do the same thing, and put this much smaller tree in, maybe half the size, and then I'd get top room and side room and more room for these micro hasbrosas and really everything else in the tank to do its thing. However, I'm loath to do that because everything is doing so well. Even hair grass, which I've never had good luck with. The crypts are staying small and compact so they don't screw up the scale of the tree. The base of the tree looks real and cool. I've got a Nubius petite behind the cryptocairn, the shrimp. Everyone's happy. So this is a situation where I would be changing the tank purely for my own pleasure, which, I mean, is a big chunk of this hobby. Let's be real for a minute. And I'm sure I could have a tank that all these creatures like just as well with the smaller tree. There's just something about uprooting the system when it's doing so well. I'm just loath to do it, as I already said. It's kind of like, what's a good metaphor? Uh, well, like pulling plants in the garden to make room for the ones that remain. You hate pulling live plants out, even though you know it's for the better of the overall tank. Now here, I'm not having the problem per se. I'm not getting any negative effect to the bio quality, the biological quality of this aquarium, the integrity of it. It's purely for aesthetics, because everything's growing so well. I could, in theory, make matters worse if I do as I just suggested, but it's likely I wouldn't. But there would be some collateral damage. I'm not sure where the root systems for some of these below grade plants are in terms of this big tree, but you know, it's on my list, folks. What do you think? Should I bite the bullet, pull the tree, and put this other one in? Let me know. Tips, comments, ideas, thoughts. If you want to know how I did this tank and how it got so damn healthy, I'm happy to share that with you as well. It's just a basic, inexpensive nano light. I do water changes once a week. I've got a heater and a small hang-on back filter. I am running CO2, so that is a major asterisk, and there's no way in my estimation, I'd get Monte Carlo this green and this wonderful, and the other plants not suffering for either lack of light or a nutrient draw if I wasn't pumping some CO2 into the system. But other than that, it's pretty easy little aquarium. There's not a lot going on tech-wise, just the classic stuff plus CO2. It's a 5-gallon Petco special. I mean, tanks don't get any cheaper than this. It's got the crappy black rim, which I don't know why they do that when you can get these much sleeker designs where it's all glass. But anyway, I had the tank and I was in a gonzo rush to just build more tanks. I got into the addiction of the hobby, and this is what I had, so this is what I used. And now it's one of my best tanks from a unique perspective, from a growth perspective. It's almost it is too good. So that's where I'm at with this. Again, let me know what you think, and as always, like I'm probably gonna do with this one, keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.